text, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
On the stop.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow out to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. It's outfield. It's outfield.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down again. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Remains tied.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
50 seconds to life. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
31 yards there, a first down.
And that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, when they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from it, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And goal to go.
Third and goal. Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 59 yards.
Raven first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays. And this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He's going to let one fly. That's caught at the 25. to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Austin Seibert on 4th.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by Mackenzie Alexander. It's a gain of 6.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Marquise.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ingram again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Mark.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Ravens 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
4th down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 2nd and 9, Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Wilson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
There's 3 and out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. The quick feet by Jackson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A 6-yard.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
On the 40-yard line.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Strip that ball. Whip. Watch the whip.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
31. Ravens 22.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Ravens.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 78 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cincinnati, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.